All right, new question. What are the biggest product development focuses for Indenaro in the near term, over the year and beyond? So in the near term, we're just trying to get everything right with our products. I think one of the easiest pitfalls a first-time founder could have is getting distracted on wanting to build too many new features. And at Indenaro, the biggest problem is just getting the core product right. Like everything we had already published to our users was on the right track, but if they're sending in bug reports or feedback on small additions to the current product, I really think you should focus on that instead of working on new uncharted territory. So that's our current roadmap for the next 6 months. And then beyond that, like we have plans for a mobile application. We want to make Indenaro more intelligent and automatic. For example, every business has to plan for the future, and in doing so, they're putting together what-if scenarios. If I have $1 million in the bank, what if I want to hire this person? And what if my revenue grows at 10% month over month? What will my finances look like in 12, 18 months from now? And so we want Indenaro to be really good at helping you with those what-if scenarios. And beyond that, we want to be able to help business owners get loans more easily. We want to help business owners easily file for their taxes. The list goes on, and we're not exactly sure what we're doing beyond 6 months from now, but those are the basic ideas. And I could talk a little more about, I know, actually wait, okay, so new question. Did you ever have any doubts while starting Indenaro? And the answer is yes. And the funny thing was that the biggest doubts about starting the company didn't come from my co-founder or I or any of our close friends or family, but it actually came from angel investors and venture capitalists I was trying to pitch. And this was before we had built a product, before we had any users, before we had any customers, any press. And the biggest criticism was, I know you guys could build a great product, but how are you guys going to get new users and get more user adoption? And I had no idea, and to this day, we still haven't put much effort into user acquisition. But I heard that same feedback over and over again from dozens of investors, and we couldn't raise money when we first started the company. So that made me question if we were actually doing the right thing. So we went back to college, and this was for our senior year, and then we got to Y Combinator, and then everything seemed to smooth itself over. But that was really scary because no one believed in us, and I remember distinctly thinking at the time, if nobody believes in us, and if they're pretty experienced, am I being naive to continue, or is it actually smart to fail fast? And the problem is that when you're reading all of the stuff on blogs, like fail fast versus be persistent, they kind of negate each other. Like Paul Graham will say, persist and move on, and Eric Ries will talk a lot about failing fast, and so you're always wondering what's the best plan or approach. And for me, deep down inside, I knew that Indenaro is the problem that people need solved, so I decided to continue on. So that's really tough. I mean, I think that when we knew that people would pay for a product, that's when we decided to go on no matter what. We basically set up a pricing page, and we had people start paying money to use the service even before they were able to see a screenshot of the product. And if people were willing to do that, that means that there's a clear problem need, and the only thing that's going to stop us is the quality of our product.